Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, I finally got these new rackets from Head. They called it the You Got This. Well, I finally got this. Stay tuned. All right, so guys, I finally got this. It's I tried out the prototype that they sent me, but I was really excited to try this particular one. This is the Boom Pro. So this is the heavier version, okay? Now, I didn't really know the specific specs of the one that they sent me, which was indeed the lighter version, but this is the one I've been wanting, the one I've been waiting for. Now, what is it all about? Okay, so Boom technology is power, pop, and feel. Okay, all combined into one. So this is not a 100. This is a 98 square inch head. Okay, it's 10.9 ounces before strings. So it's gonna be about 11.5-ish with the strings on. Okay, the beam is a 22, 22 and a half, 22. So it's a slightly tapered beam, thicker on the sides. As you can see by that shape, it's not like anything that Head has ever made before. It kind of almost has a Yonex shape. It brings me back to, back in the, I want to say Discovery days, the Genesis days, the Atlantis days, if you remember that. So I'm going back about 25 years, guys, at this shape. Except those were just extra thick at the top and definitely more head heavy. So that's what the shape kind of reminds me of. When they used to call them, 600 head size, 660 head size, and 720 head size. When they were measuring not square inches, let's say. Okay, and they were kind of the only ones that did that. So balance, I'm just going through book specs, guys, so I'm not actually going to mess with it right now. Balance is 325, okay, so it's about 6 points head light, and that's strung. And the stiffness is a 66, so it's kind of on the low side. I wanted to show you, though, that it did have a special thing in this, the shoulder area or the yoke area, depending on, who you are and what you call it. This particular piece is actually what happens in this particular area here that causes flex feel that only Head does. The way it's put together, right, gives it structure, it gives it bend, it gives it flexibility, yet it's firm enough to give you feel and power. Okay, but that's in that racket. So I got two of these. So I strung one with a synthetic, a soft synthetic, and I strung one with Hawk Touch. All right, so I'm gonna go out and test these out. All right, on the court, Head, Boom, Pro. Super excited to try this one. Even Coach Goo is all choked up.
Yeah,
all right,
so.
Let's go, Coach Goo. All right, Boom, Pro, by Head, Coach Goo.
Overall, really good sticks. Really surprised how good the stick felt. Definitely felt Solid overall throughout the whole racket. Weight distribution was great. I tried the MP version, and that version for me felt a little too light. It didn't have the guts like this racket, but like when you really went after it, the weight carried along with it, so it gave you that stability, that easy the easy power to distribute to that ball. So great feel also. So overall, like this stick, the Boom Pro, give it a shot.
All right, so let me start by saying I remember a racket that was just like this before Coach Gu was born. So if you guys remember the head Genesis, that's what this kind of feels like to me, except that it's not overly wide at the top with a tapered beam, but it pops the racket, it pops that ball off just like that though. It's got a flex to it that's actually comfortable yet predictable. When you hit the top, it just rockets off of this racket. I mean, I feel like there's weight here, there's a nice flex here, and when you hit it into that pocket, into that sweet spot, it just rockets off of that.
Yep.
So
Definitely agree with you on that one.
So I actually like this racket a lot. I like it. I mean,
Do you switch to it?
I might, man. I might make some phone calls to Head, and
it might be your color. It's your color.
I might make some phone calls to Head, man. But anyways, back to this racket here. I like it. I do like it. Head Boom Pro. Okay? Pro. Yeah. So, real quick though, the 98 on this reminds me of another racket too, but this one has more power. Technofiber T-Fight 305 RS, the Medvedev sponsored, promoted racket is what this kind of feels like. The weight distribution, the head size, except more power. Okay? Any final thoughts?
Overall, I mean, if you're looking for a new stick for anything that has a little more power, but it has that nice, weight transfer, I mean, this is a good racket. Definitely a good racket to try.
Winner.
For the Boom series, yes.
Guys, I want you guys to help me thank Coach Gu. Coach Gu, where can we find you?
You can find me at ag.tennis. I'll also be posting content there as well.
All right. Guys, get the Boom Pro. Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.